We're pleased to have from the red-hot Cleveland Indians, Francisco Lindor, calling the program. How are you, Francisco?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I've not spoken to you before or met you, and I really love the way that you play the game. What's gone on with the Indians? It seems like you guys have flipped a switch. Can you describe why you guys are playing so well of late, Francisco?
Well, it's funny. At the beginning of the year, everybody starts with that thought process of like, are we going to do it? The new guys, they think, am I going to be able to stay here all year long? Then you have guys coming up and down. Do I belong here? And that's kind of how we were playing at the beginning. Some of the guys were, they didn't believe, they didn't think they belong. And right now, everybody knows they belong. We all believe on each other. We back each other up, and we're enjoying the ride. We're having fun, and we're playing how we were supposed to play the game of baseball.
Give me a great example of why Tito Francona is a good manager, and that everybody gels together under his stewardship, Francisco.
Because he lets you do you. He lets you play the game, and sometimes he even tells us, "Go do this, and if you mess up, don't worry. I'll tell the media it was me." He protects us. He makes it fun to play for him. He lets us do us, and at the end of the day, you don't want to be playing with on the back of your head, with something in the back of your head saying, "Well, if I mess up, I might get sent down." You don't want that. You don't need that, because the game of baseball, you have a lot of failure already, and you don't want to add more pressure to yourself that you don't need.
Can you give me an example of how he has let you be you at any point, whether it's when you first came up or whether it's right now as you're an established star of the game? How has Tito Francona let you be you?
Well, when I first I was struggling a little bit, and I popped up one time center field. I didn't move the runner, and for some reason I didn't run. I didn't even make it to first base, and I popped up to center field. I didn't get to move the runner and I was mad that I didn't hit a ground ball. And I'm like, I'm a professional baseball player. I should be doing this. And I come back to the dugout, and he looks at me, and he like kind of looks at me and says, "Wow." And I was like. And I looked at him, and I was like, "Man, I'm sorry." And then later on, he sat me down. He's like, "Man, I have more meetings with you about running the bases than I have with the team all year long." And it's like, just fake it. Fake that you can run the base for once. And I was like, all right, I'll fake it. Don't worry, I got you. It won't happen again. So it just he wasn't yelling at me. He wasn't getting on me. He was just telling me like, that I don't talk to the team about running the bases, and I have to do it with you when you're 21. That just opened my eyes and said, "Well, he's a good guy. He's a good man. He lets me do me. He's gonna back me up," because he was telling the media that I was just a little tired, and he backed me up. And after that, I realized that he's gonna have my back no matter what.
Francisco Lindor here, courtesy of Topps, and we'll get to the Topps X Lindor selection in a moment here on the Rich Eisen Show. And obviously it helps to have a tight group with you and your teammates. I could not help but notice during the All-Star game, you and all the other Indians there banded together for the stand-up to cancer moment for Carlos Carrasco. I'm wondering how that all came together, Francisco.
Yeah. So before the game, we had an idea Carrasco was going to come on the field, and they told us just go stand next to him and be there. And that's a little reflection of no matter what happens in life, no matter what one of our teammates is going through in life and their family members, we stand right next to them. We all stand next to each other. We support each other. If we have to hold hands and continue to move forward, we hold hands. And this is a serious thing. It makes us um, understand that life is precious and you can't take anything for granted in life because at the end of the day, health is a blessing.
And removing yourself from the fray here, who's the best shortstop in the game? Taking you out of it, who do you watch?
Oof.
Who do you see? Who do you think is the best at the position? Removing yourself from the equation.
Well, there's different ones. There's I like how Anderson Siemens glove is. He's got really good hands and really good instincts. I like the excitement of Baez and Seager. I like how they can hit. They both can hit, man. It's fun to watch. But I think the overall shortstop. I think Trevor Story is fun to watch.
Okay, I'll take that. What was it like the front row seat of watching Vlad Jr. go yard like that in that home run derby, Francisco? That was nuts. That was crazy from my couch. I'm wondering what it was like being there.
Well, it was impressive that the first swing he took, he hit up the scoreboard.
Well, those balls are juiced, though. At least we could agree on that, right? The home run derby balls are juiced.
Whether they're used or not, bro, you still gotta hit that ball.
Right.
You know how many times I tried to hit the scoreboard,
and
I'm nowhere near. Nowhere near.
He's a big kid too, right? I mean,
yeah, man. He's big, he's strong, and he got quick hands, quick hips, and but man, that was impressive. That was when because I knew he was gonna hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
But I'd never seen him hit BP or anything. That's the first time I see him.
I mean,
the first swing he took it, hit off the scoreboard. I was like, all right, brother, you got my attention. All right, here we go. You know, it was pretty cool.
And you were mic'd for the game as well. You know, again, we've just met. Did you have to, edit yourself at all? Were you afraid of dropping the wrong four-letter word, Francisco? I'm just wondering what that was like during the game.
Nah, I usually I'm pretty good with the when I have the mic, I know I won't curse.
There you go.
But at times you say something, you grab the mic and say, "I hope you guys edit this one."
Okay. I like it. So let's talk about your baseball card pack. Topps X Lindor, 50 cards total. And you had to choose not only designs, themes, images, but the players in the set. How'd you choose the people that you put in the set of baseball cards for yourself?
Yeah. So I went with a couple players from Puerto Rico that I love to watch. They're fun to watch. The fans love them. And then I went with the old timers like Griffey, Clemente. You know, those are icons and. I put a little bit of touch in them with the graphic design on them.
Okay.
It kind of make it my own, you know. Like I like to think I have a little bit of swag, so just add some different cool prints and designs to them. It made it fun, you know. Topps did a good job of making my ideas come to reality.
Now, did you put Vlad Jr. in there after? Is it a late ad from the home run derby, or you saw that one coming? You saw that coming.
I saw him coming, man. When you hit 400 in the minor leagues, you're gonna at least hit some good baseballs in the big leagues. So you have the name Guerrero, and you hit 400 in the minor leagues, you're prone to be successful in the big leagues.
I bet. For sure. Why'd you put Jeter in the pack, Francisco?
Because he's someone that I try to somewhat be like him. You know, he did everything the right way. He was very professional when it came to things on and off the field. I don't know if he ever got in any trouble, but at the end of the day, he seemed like he handled all the media, handled his family, and all the adversity around him extremely well. And besides the numbers he put up every year, you know, but that's something that anybody can do. That's a good player. But handling yourself on a daily basis and hear nothing but good things around the league, that's impressive. That's something that you have to admire, and you have to take your hat off and to him. So I had to put it in there. Someone classy, someone that the league respects, and someone that I respect a lot.
And then, you're becoming a veteran fast, 5 years in the league. Who have you met throughout the 5 years where you're like, that's pretty cool? I'm glad I met that guy.
Playing against Pujols, playing against Big Papi, those are guys that you look up to growing up, and you see them, you're like, wow, this is pretty cool. Torrey Hunter is another one. Ichiro Suzuki is another one. And guys like that, they're fun to play against.
Before I let you go, Francisco Lindor, I want to hit you on a couple of rule changes or rules that are being tested in the independent leagues and Atlantic League right now. What do you think of the idea of stealing first, that if a catcher does not field the ball cleanly on a pitch, you can take off and try and get to first? What do you think of that one? Do you like that one?
No, man. No, it's Little League.
No, you don't like I mean, you could take first if you're fast enough. Ball gets away. You don't like stealing first. You don't like that idea.
No, man. Earn your hit. You got to earn the hit.
So nobody just taking off. Okay. What about the idea of an electronic strike zone, where an umpire's behind home plate with an AirPod in his ear and a computerized voice tells him ball strike? Or if no track, the umpire's got to make the call himself. What do you think of that idea?
So there's going to be an umpire.
There will be an umpire, and right now that's what
I like umpires. It's someone you can talk to.
Are you just saying that right now, Francisco?
No. I talk to all the umpires. They do mess up at times, but sometimes, most of the time, they get it right. But I think if they have a little bit of help, I think it should be they can make their own decision, unless it's like a really bad pitch that's a ball and they call it strike, then that should be like they can overturn that,
Oh, so you'd take like a replay, like you could actually go
not a replay because it'll slow the game down a lot, but like if it's a pitch that's for example 3 inches off the plate and they call it a strike, they have something in their ear that says no, that's a ball, and they can go, what? It's a ball. They say it's a ball. All right, cool, Instead of going to replay and reviewing it and all that stuff, that way it'll be pretty much 99% of the calls will be right,
Okay.
But I don't see the need of every pitch has to be with a computer.
Okay, I got one other one for two rules that I'd like to have passed, and these are Rich Eisen rules. Francisco Lindor, you tell me if you'd be up for it. That no shift. You as a shortstop would have to have 1 foot on the shortstop side of second base every single pitch. Do you like that idea?
I like that.
Very good. Okay, that's a good one. And because whenever there's a pushing, shoving match on the pitcher's mound, maybe with a player who thinks that he's been thrown at, the first people who should be suspended are the bullpen people who jog in for no reason to join the fray. What do you think about that?
No, man, no. They should be suspended. No, this is like we grew up on it. We like my whole entire life I've seen the teammates running on the field. And if whether it's a fight or an argument and they come out in the bullpen stage, we're gonna have a little chat after the game. Like, come on, man, I need you there just to say I had my teammates. And sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes arguments like that or fights like that, it makes a team bond. Because like next thing you know, the guy that you don't think is gonna be there is the first one there.
Huh.
So
it's just for show that they're coming in for, because it just seems to me here comes 20 more guys. Here's 20 more. But here's 20 more guys just to make the situation potentially worse, Francisco. How about this? We create like an actual fight area for the bullpen guys just outside the door. It makes no sense. They got 2 guys. They got 10 guys that they could fight the minute they step out of the pen. They should fight there. Why do they got to run to the mound to join it? I don't
No,
understand.
usually you don't see pitchers fighting pitchers. You see position players fighting pitchers.
So what are that's what I'm saying. The bullpen's just there saying, "Hey, I had your back. I ran 300
Yeah.
feet. I ran 300 feet for you."
Yes. I agree. That one should be just like that. That was fine.
Don't touch that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's how it's done. I think.
So leave that how it is, but you'd be up for the taking care of the shift. Hey, I've enjoyed this chat, Francisco. Thanks for the call. Congrats on everything that started for your incredible career so far, and what the Indians have done certainly of late. And then on your Topps X Lindor card or set that you can get at Topps.com/cards collectibles /curated-sets /Topps-X Lindor. Right there on the internet. Thanks for the call, Francisco.
Thank you, Rich.
You got it. At Lindor12BC as well on both Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download The Rich Eisen Show app.